This is $400 Sony 28-70mm kit lens, and this is $1,200 Sigma 24-70mm 2.8 Art version 2. And the huge difference between them is obviously my hair. Here, my question is, did you actually see the difference? And also my pronunciation of quality. So obviously Sigma has better physical quality and image quality. We gotta update the knowledge and ourselves. So about 2 years ago, I made this video, kit lens versus pro lens, that compares Sony 28-70mm kit lens and Sigma 24-70mm art lens. I remember that I concluded like a Sigma pro lens was so much better than kit lens, but that doesn't mean kit lens was a trash. It was not that bad actually. And if you're planning to get some prime lenses eventually, this kit lens is actually a good option to start from. But if you want to complete the lens choosing journey and have a best image quality in one lens, you should go for pro lens like Sigma 24-70, Tamron, or G Master. But it was 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago. The latest me is so much better than past me. As a human being, as a creator, as a filmmaker, as a photographer, everything. And plus me back then sounded a little weird. And now we got a new version of Sigma 24-70mm 2.8 art lens. So it is right time to remake this video. I evolved and you evolved, so do gears. So let's do kit lens versus pro lens once again in 2024. Okay, first let's talk about the build quality and usability. So the kit lens hasn't changed since then. It has been small, compact, and light all the time. Well, it has 28-70mm, but the aperture starts from 3.5 and it goes up to 5.6 eventually. So the Sigma 24-70mm changed a lot from OG. First of all, it got a little bit smaller and lighter than the old version, but I don't know why, but I don't feel that reduction that much. It still feels pretty chunky and heavy. Probably that's because of the material. The solid, cold metal feel makes me feel that way. But the build quality just got so much better, including those aperture rings and those buttons and functions. When you talk about the design and usability, pro lens is so much better, because it has some functions on it while this kit lens has nothing. But the mobility of the kit lens is still amazing. Maybe it doesn't look cool, but think about when you use this on a gimbal. It doesn't extend that much while this Sigma extends like this. So the balance of kit lens will be so much better, and the size, no need to discuss. So there is the huge difference from the last video. That is me. You know, I used to prioritize the look and design of the lens. Well, not prioritize, but you know, I cared about it so much. But lately, I don't care about it that much. Not as I used to. I don't care if the lens has a bunch of switches and buttons on it. Now I use prime lenses most of the times. And this kit lens is pretty close to them in terms of the size and holding feel. So it feels very comfortable to me. And I learned the mobility nails it all the time. Okay, wait. I am, approaching to the conclusion, the crux. So yeah, let's move on to next. So now let's talk about the image quality difference. If there is a difference, yes, there is. So I guess the color difference might hook your attention. So I will get it done first. The color is different because the brand is different, and it is significant so we can spot the difference. Sigma is always shifted to orange and yellow, and Sony genuine lens has some kind of blue power. I have been saying this for many years and for many times, so I'm sure about this difference. Well, this depends on you, but what I can say about this is Sigma has a better light depiction. Sometimes kit lens feels kind of flat, while Sigma looks contrasty. I mean, you got a good light. So it's not a perfect comparison because the light outside changes continuously. Okay, hold on. Even when kit lens had a better light condition, Sigma looked better anyway. Different color grading? No, totally same. The camera was same, and the setting was same too. When it comes to the sharpness, it's not like a Sigma beat the kit lens. When they are side by side, both look amazing. Kit lens capture things very clear and sharp. It still remains the sharpness when it's cropped. But Sigma shoots a little better. I guess its optic performance is related to like a light depiction, but Sigma looks more crispy. The boundary of lines are clearer. When there are a bunch of stuff gathered in one place so much, Sigma does a better job, and I think it got more contrast. I think this Sigma version 2 has evolved from the OG version in this sharpness and high-res feel. So there is a huge difference between them, the aperture. Bokeh. Well, this is a universal feature among those pro lenses. They have f2.8 all the time in every focal length. Kit lens gets f5.6 170mm. So if I compare their f2.8, see, huge difference. I know bokeh doesn't actually make the image sharper, but Sigma looks sharper with this f2.8 bokeh. Eventually, it makes the image look sharp. Well, I know the kit lens can do the pretty good job when it's 70mm. It has a little bit of compressed and isolated feel, but it gets not that great after seeing, Sigma 24-70mm version 2 image. So what about autofocus and image stabilization? Kit lens is a genuine lens, so maybe it got a better compatibility with Sony cameras, okay? Pretty much same. Sometimes Sigma was even faster than kit lens, but considering the price difference, I gotta say kit lens is doing a fantastic job. And I knew there wouldn't be the speed difference because Sigma has super nice compatibility with Sony cameras. So I guess this is the result of a money violence. So about image stabilization, I think I didn't test this in the old video. So let's see what happens. Well, very interesting. Sigma looks more stable. This time I used Sony A7III because I didn't want to rely on the camera's IBIS that much, so I can get the natural difference between them. Okay, a few things might be related to this. First, Sigma has 24mm, while kit lens has 28mm. And it might give you some good influence on image stabilization, and it's heavier, so it's a little easier to hold still. But personally, I wanted kit lens to win in this section, IBIS. Of course, I don't think this is everything. You gotta test it in many different situations. But as I tested in my shooting environment, I can say Sigma is slightly better. Okay, this is it. The kit lens versus pro lens in 2024. How was it? Well, can I be really honest? Well, I guess this is because I have been using a lot of cameras and lenses since then. Sometimes I try the versatile zoom lenses, and sometimes I try the super expensive prime lenses. And simply, I just evolved. Not only experiences with gears, I made tons of videos, photos, and artworks. So my expectation got just higher, and my attitude toward the videography and photography, content creation, just got better, higher. It just my eyes became discerning than they used to be. So honestly, I can't confidently say this kit lens is a great budget option right now, especially if you're using next generation cameras like Sony A7IV, ZV-E1, FX30. I think this kit lens can bring the maximum potential out from the camera. So now I would say go for pro lens if you want to live with it for a while, and go for some new budget zoom lenses like Tamron 22-70mm if you want to potentially get prime lenses like 50 or 85. That Tamron 2040 is a little more expensive than this kit lens, but it's definitely worth it. What I don't want you to do is just get this kit lens because you want to, save some money, but eventually you end up buying, pro lens like Sigma or Tamron or G Master. Think and move for the long term. But if you are really broke, but you have to start videography and photography for many reasons, I think this kit lens is not that bad option. At least you can start, but just like that. That is what I truly and honestly think about this topic in 2024. But also, I believe everything will change if you commit to the lighting.
She ain't ready for the AF. Mad as savage, me back and I'm back in it, happening, ready to blow.
Stay tuned for that too. Things change. Being obsessed with something sometimes gives you the great and unique result, no matter what people say. But sometimes it gives you the poison. The poison that gives you nothing new. To create something new, we sometimes have to accept the new and rely on it, including new yourself. Okay, this is it. If you have any question, just shoot me anytime, anywhere. And if you like this video, show me a thumb and hit the subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. By the way, Sony A7III kit lens produce this image. What do you think about that? I will see you in the next video. Ciao.